Welcome. Today we explore the Crown Chakra, Sahasrara, the subtle energy center associated with higher consciousness, spiritual connection, and the sense of universal unity. Sahasrara is commonly visualized at the top of the head as a thousand-petaled lotus, a symbol of radiant awareness expanding beyond personal identity and universal interconnectedness. Across traditions, it is considered the final chakra, a bridge to transcendence that connects individual experience with collective or cosmic consciousness. The Sanskrit name Sahasrara translates as thousandfold, emphasizing its capacity for expansive awareness and the multiplicity of inner petals of perception. In this video, we will describe its precise location, associated colors and symbols, core functions, signs of imbalance, and simple balancing practices. We will use soothing narration, gentle transitions, and accessible practices so you can learn and apply these ideas in daily life, and gentle integration practices for daily life. Anatomically, the crown chakra sits at the crown of the skull, approximately above the fontanelle area, and is often linked to the pineal gland in subtle anatomy descriptions. Color associations include violet and white light. Violet for spiritual transformation and white for unity, clarity, and a presence of full-spectrum consciousness in contemplative practice and spiritual awakening contexts. Artists and teachers depict Sahasrara as a luminous lotus or halo of light, glowing softly above the head in subtle, serene hues that invite quiet attention. These visual cues help focus attention during meditation, allowing practitioners to orient to subtle sensations and the quality of openness at the crown. Perceptually, the crown energy feels expansive, weightless, and often described as a gentle opening, warmth, or crown of cool light above the skull. Recognizing location and color supports effective practice, making symbolism practical rather than purely decorative in contemplative work, and helping you deepen your practice over time. The crown chakra governs higher consciousness, spiritual insight, and the capacity to experience unity beyond individual ego and limited identity, supporting broad perspective. It supports discernment, intuitive wisdom, and the integration of personal understanding with broader, more inclusive perspectives of reality and ethical clarity. When functioning well, Sahasrara fosters inner peace, clarity of purpose, and receptivity to subtle guidance from within or beyond ordinary thought, cultivating steady compassion and clarity. It also helps hold paradox and complexity without fixation, allowing flexibility of mind and a non-attached openness to experience in daily life and practice. Practitioners often report heightened synchronicity, spontaneous insights, and a deepened sense of meaning as the crown chakra matures and meaningful inner growth. Physically, the crown relates indirectly to the nervous system and endocrine centers such as the pineal and pituitary, influencing sleep, hormone rhythms, and affecting daily rhythms and overall balance. Balance feels like quiet luminosity. Imbalance can present as spiritual disconnection, persistent confusion, or an absence of meaningful perspective and subtle shifts in perception. Overactive Sahasrara can cause dissociation, grandiose ideas, or detachment from everyday responsibilities in close relationships, creating imbalance in practical living. Underactive energy may show as skepticism, close-mindedness, a sense of purposelessness, difficulty accessing intuition, or resistance to inner guidance. Common mental signs include persistent doubt, lack of clarity, and difficulty integrating spiritual insights into daily life and routines without overwhelm. Physical symptoms sometimes include headaches, disrupted sleep patterns, hormonal irregularities, or a restless mind that resists stillness, and occasional medical evaluation when symptoms persist. A balanced path involves noticing these signals early and applying gentle practices rather than forcing dramatic or sudden awakenings, supporting steady integration over time. Begin with breath. Calm, slow breathing settles the nervous system and creates a receptive field for subtle crown awareness to emerge naturally and safely. Meditation practices emphasizing open awareness, silent witnessing, or visualization of white-violet light at the crown support expanded perception without strain or expectation or force. A simple visualization. Imagine a small lotus of violet light unfolding at the crown, gradually opening into radiant white, expanding with each breath and softening inner tension. Sound practices such as chanting Om or listening to gentle high-frequency tones can harmonize subtle resonance and support Sahasrara alignment and attunement. Lifestyle supports include regular periods of stillness, contemplative reading, adequate sleep, ethical living, and rest to nourish higher awareness and overall coherence. Practice gently, allow time for integration, and remember that gradual, consistent care produces stable, sustainable shifts in perception and well-being. Consult a teacher when needed.